Hi and welcome to our live crafting session this evening. It is Tuesday the 14th of February, so happy Valentine's Day. If you celebrate Valentine's, then happy Valentine's Day to you. My name is Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley, which is in Northamptonshire in the UK. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining me live, then do say hi. It's always nice to know who's watching us and who's joining in. If you're watching on catch up, whether that is on YouTube or Facebook, then a welcome to you. And if you have any queries or comments, then don't hesitate to pop those in the comment section wherever you are, whether it is Facebook or YouTube. And I monitor those on a regular basis, and I do try and respond to all of them. So if you do have any questions or queries, just shout out and let me know. So this week, our stamp set of the week is this cute one, as you can see, called Sweet Songbirds. Just going to turn off my overhead light. It's throwing a bit of shadow where I don't want it. And this was the card we made on Monday, only yesterday, featuring the two birds. This one is stamped in Starry Sky, and this one over here is stamped in Tahitian Tide. And then I've got soft suede and pear pizzazz and polished pink for those little flowers. And the two little sentiments, a little bird told me, and you've got something to celebrate, come from the same set. So this stamp set has a matching punch, and I'm going to be using the punch today. And this punches out this bird here, along with the beak, its little belly here, and also it punches out an additional wing that you can pop on here, and there's a stamp for that as well here. So we're going to stamp and punch out the main bird. Hi Jeanette, thanks for joining us. And I'm going to mount this onto a slightly different card. This is from a set of cards and envelopes. Just getting the packet to remind me what it's called. So it is Enjoy the Adventure, Memories and More Cards and Envelopes from the January to April catalogue. And it has 20 cards and envelopes, 10 each of 2 designs. So here is one, and here is the other. So they are, it's got a slight dot right the way through and a merging of colours here. So we've got blues into greens, and then we've obviously got the Mango Melody into the Flirty Flamingo or Petal Pink. I've decided I'm going to use this one today, and they come with embellished envelopes as well. This one here, it has little stars on the front, stripes on the reverse, and stripes on the inside. So I thought I would just use this for something different today, and I think I'm going to do this in landscape. And I've cut a piece of designer paper because I was going to use this circle to mount the bird onto. So I was going to pop this here, and then I've cut out this tag. Both of these are from Stylish Shapes here, and I just felt it looked like it was just hovering in the middle, so I wanted to connect the two together. So I very quickly cut a piece of designer paper in the same balmy blue, so that I can basically connect these two together. Now I can either have that down at the bottom, or I could put it a little bit more central with that, and either that underneath or just attached. So I'll decide, once I've done my stamping, the positioning of this element of the card. So what I'm going to do is use this piece here. I've got a spare piece of card that I'm going to stamp my bird on and then punch out, and I'm going to use balmy blue for the bird. So let's give that a go. So I hope everybody has had a good day. I've had a busy day. I had my new coffee and card location this morning in Brackley, and that went really well, so I'm pleased with that. Right, let's grab this little bird here. It does look a bit like a whale when you look at it like that. Okay, so let's just make sure this is clean before I start. That's better. And I'm going to use balmy blue, stamp it onto here and then punch that out. Okay. Still a bit wet. Let's see if this is better. Okay. My chamois leather is rather wet. My chamois rather, it's not a chamois leather. So let me try this drier one, because it's just adding too much water to this. Okay, now I want to stamp this sort of that way, she says. Okay, just going to stamp another one. And then I can choose the better one of the two. Just slot this in. So this is going to cut out the bird and give me a little outline all the way. So I'm just taking my time to get that roughly lined up. Okay, so there's my little bird. And then the other elements that get cut out are the beak and the wing. So let us stamp the wing. I need the stamp set. That would definitely help. Okay, so there's that. I will need some legs for the bird, and the beak I could just punch out of coloured card if I wanted to. So let's see, this wants to go sort of like that. There we go. I'm just going to slot that into there. Like so. So this wing can go sort of at any angle really. It's up to you. And let's punch out a little bit of maybe pumpkin pie, maybe mango melody. See what I've got that comes to hand. So I'm just going to pop this in the corner there. So it's going to go onto there like that, and then we need the eyes. And then I could punch out, either stamp and punch out a different colour here. Let's just try it in soft suede. See what it looks like. So again, I'm looking at the way that it's positioned in here, and it's positioned sort of facing down. Like that. I may or may not use this. We'll have a look and see. And my scrap piece of paper, which is here, getting ever smaller. Okay. I've also refilled this ink pad, and it's not very even. Let's see if that's any better. So I'll stick with the first one. Okay, so let's punch it out. So I may or may not use this, I haven't quite decided. There we go. I could stamp in there, that would be another option as well. Let's put the eyes on and then I'll make my decision. And I'm also going to use these little notes and the sentiment that says a little note of thanks. So let's get the legs and the notes. And a little note of thanks at the ready. Okay. Right, so I've got a little note of thanks. I'm going to stamp in soft suede. Just going to try it on the back of this piece here. So this I've cut with the Stylish Shapes dies, and I put it through twice to cut this piece down. So this die starts off about here, so I put it through once and then I put it back through again, just butting that up to the end of the die to shorten it. So I know that's going to fit on there. I'm going to put that roughly central. So if you have joined us, do say hi, let me know that you're watching. Okay, so there's my note of thanks. Here's my legs that are going to go, so I'm going to stamp those directly onto there, and then I've also got the music. And I'm actually going to keep the music brown. I know the music would normally be black. Okay, so now I have got two circles cut out because I wasn't sure which one I needed size wise, because I thought that might be a little bit tight. So what I'm going to do is let's stamp the legs. Just want to get a rough idea that it's going to fit. Like so. Hopefully you can see that all right. Cute. Okay. I really need my fine tip glue, but I know that's in my bottom of my cupboard. So just going to use a tiny bit where the beak is going to go, and use my tweezers to pop this down. And I do like our tweezers because they, when you let go, they hold on to the piece, so they're like reverse tweezers and they're really strong. And I'm just going to move a little bit of that glue around first. And then pop that in place, like so. And then I've got the wing, which can go at any which angle. And then let's add the eyes. So are we having, I think we probably do need open eyes for this one. Could do with my little blocks really, not these great big ones. Okay. Go. It's getting there. Right, I'm going to leave that one open, move that one out of the way. I'm going to pop the wing on in a minute with some dimensionals, and I'm going to put him on dimensionals, I think. Or her. Could be a her, couldn't it? So couple there, and I put a tiny little one on the tip of the tail. Just cut the edge off. Probably a little bit big. Let's try a smaller piece. I don't want it sticking out. This one. There we go. So that's going to go onto here. And I'm just thinking I might put a little bit of blue around this edge. So I've got my blue blending brush. Right, don't want to lose my notes or my other little bits here. So let's just bring a little bit of this. So this is balmy blue. Just so it's not quite as plain, and always coming in from the outside, like so. And I think what I'll do is add a little bit of ground as well with the brown. So this is soft suede. It's a nicer soft brown. I think what I'm going to do is just tear a little bit of this. So that I just get the effect of the ground, like so. Hi Scylla. go. So now I can put my little bird on here. It's very cute. Like so. And then we've got our little wing. Like that, and I think I'll put that on with a small piece of dimensional as well. Like that. There we go. And then I've got my little note of thanks, and then I want my little music notes. And what I want to do is put them on a small block to start with, and then have a little bit on the circle and a little bit onto the background of my card. That's my plan. Okay, let's just try these out. Cute. So what I'm hoping is to get, so what we're going to do is I don't want to try and squeeze them in, so I'm just going to take, hopefully, the ink off this very right hand one. So inking it up on the edge of the ink pad. Fingers crossed. Like so. And then here's my base card. So this is, as I say, from the Memories and More set. And then what I'm thinking is, I've got my little note of thanks, and I want the music notes to sort of carry on up here. That's my plan. Like so. Okay. So I was going to deliberate where I'm going to put that, but now I'd rather force my hand as to where that's going to go because of my music notes. So that's fine, and that's going to go there. That'll be our sweet little card. So let's pop this together. So I've got this one, but I've also got the small print. Which one do you like best? This is the small fine gingham. But I also have this in green, I'm sure. Let me find the gingham. So that would also work. Oh dear, now I've got to decide. So the blue or the green? I think the blue, but there's nothing much in it, is there? And I've got that one, or I've got my thinner piece with the bigger pattern. I think that will work actually. Gingham green. Oh, thanks, Jeanette. That one, the proper gingham. Yes, actually this is a good contrast then, isn't it? Okay, thank you, Jeanette. Right, let's trim this down. I'll probably just take this at 5 centimetres or 2 inches. I think that's what I probably used last time. There we go. Approaching 7:30. So yeah. And this is actually a nicer contrast on the right hand side, so I think that will work well. Well chosen, Jeanette. Okay, glasses are off. And those dots on the background card, I'm not sure that you can see them because they're very fine, but they're perfect to help you line things up. So it's going to go onto there, and I could have also put some ribbon around that. Let's just use some dimensionals to pop it up, just to give it a little bit more interest, although it's got a fair bit on there, but it's very sweet. And so I will be back tomorrow morning, Wednesday. Hi Tracy, I hope you're well. And I saw a great design. I need to dig out the name of the demonstrator who did it, but she did a great design with little some mother bird feeding the chicks, and so she had the little heads of the baby birds. So I'm going to attempt to recreate that tomorrow. So I want this sort of in line with my music notes here, something like that. There we go. And then a little note of thanks is going to go there on the right hand side. 1, 2, and we're done. So it's a very cute little set. There we have our card. A little note of thanks. Might put a few little bluey greeny sequins or something on there, gems. I've got some that came from the Waves collection, which come in blues and greens. Let's just see if they're to hand. No, they're not. Oh yes, they are. Oh no, they're not. I've just got to grab them from my coffee and cards bag. That's That's why. So if I can see them. Yes, there they are. So they've got a real nice mix of blues going through to green. I thought that would be perfect for that. Sadly, we don't do these anymore. It's a bit of a shame. They came out when we had the Waves collection. Okay, so let's just pop one here, one up here, and a bluey green one down there, and we're all done. There we go. So I hope you like my fun little card. It uses the Sweet Songbirds stamp set and the coordinating punch. The stamp set is 18, the punch is 18. You get them at a 10% discount if you buy them together, but at the moment if you place a £45 order, then you can actually choose the punch as a free item in place of an item from the celebration brochure. So if that's of interest, you could arm yourself up with the stamp set. You could buy some of these note cards and envelopes, for example, an ink pad or two, and then you'd be able to get the punch for free if that was of interest. But it's our stamp set of the week, so if you purchase this from me this week before Sunday, which will be 19th, I think, yes, then I'll send you all of the components to make these cards. So you'll get one of these cards and envelopes, you'll get this with the different layers. Obviously you don't get the stamped images, but you will get any of the die cuts. So if that's of interest, just let me know. And that's it. So I do hope you are able to enjoy Valentine's Day if you celebrate Valentine's Day. And if you don't, I'll just wish you a happy Friendship Day. And thank you for being a part of my community and for supporting me in my business. That's always really appreciated. So I'm off to put my feet up for tonight, I think. I've done most of what I need to do for today. So thank you for joining me. I'll just show you that finished card again. I will photograph it and add it probably in the morning. And this video will be also uploaded to YouTube this evening. So thank you so much. Do take care. I hope you like our sweet little cards. I'll be back. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. I'll be back in the morning, 10 AM, and I'm going to have a go with the mother bird and the little chicks in the nest. So I hope you're able to join me if you can. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Thank you.